Vivat Jesus. This is Steve Jasek, Michigan State Membership Retention Director. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to review this presentation today regarding the membership retention process for the state of Michigan. This presentation is intended to help you understand not only what to do, but why each portion of the process is important. It should be reviewed by every council's Grand Knight, Financial Secretary, and each Membership Retention Committee member. Dates shown on this presentation are drop-dead dates in order to complete the process by the end of the fraternal year. The process begins in December with the mailing of the first dues notice to the membership. This is normally not a problem because most financial secretaries are pretty good at sending out bills. Some councils use email, and there are also electronic payment options like PayPal and auto deposit. The council should send out the second dues notice no later than January 15th. This is the member management second notice form. Again, not normally an issue. About 1 month after the second notice is sent out, the Council Retention Committee starts to personally contact the delinquent members. The Financial Secretary fills out the retention worksheet, provides names, contact information, and amount due for each delinquent member. As shown here is the Membership Management Retention Worksheet. Councils can also use the form MI-12, which is available on the Michigan State website, or if preferred, an Excel spreadsheet can be used. In either case, the worksheets are distributed to individuals on the Retention Committee, and the committee member starts making his phone calls. The Retention Worksheet is used by the Retention Committee to document all their actions. The committee member should attempt 3 calls to each member over a 3-week period. The Retention Committee member documents on the worksheet actions that were taken to contact the member each time contact was attempted, dates the calls were made, and the results of those calls. No answer, left a message, wrong number. If contact was made, what was the discussion and with whom? If the council finds that they do not have current contact information, they should immediately contact the State Retention Director for assistance to research current information for them. By March 15th, the council sends out a night alert to all the delinquent members. It is a letter signed by the Grand Knight and the council trustees explaining the value of each member to the council and the good that the member can do for the church and the community by remaining a Knight of Columbus. By April 1st, the intent to retain notice, formerly the intent to suspend form, is mailed to the member and the Supreme Council Membership Records Department. This form indicates that efforts have been made by the council membership to contact a member and that he is currently more than 30 days delinquent on his dues. If he does not make payment within the next 60 days, the council will be forced to suspend him from Knights of Columbus. Contact information is given to the member, and he is urged to make payment or contact the Grand Knight with any questions or concerns. This does not mean that everything has been done to contact the member. It's just the next step in the process. The member management intent to retain notice is created in a PDF document format. This PDF file can be emailed as an attachment or copied and snail mailed. Again, it should be sent to the member if the council has the member's email address and to the Supreme Council Membership Records Department at membership@ksc.org. When emailed, signatures on this form are not required. Again, this does not mean that everything has been done to contact the member. It's just the next step in the process. Retention, the act of keeping someone. All too often, we get so caught up in retaining the member and trying to get him to pay his dues that we don't take the time to find out what can be done to get him more active in the council. There are several types of members in a council. A majority of the members are good Catholics who are good fathers and husbands. They don't necessarily get active in the council, but they believe in the Knights of Columbus and what we do and are willing to pay their dues to support our causes. Then there are the active members. They are the officers and event chairmen. They always seem to be available to help out with varying programs and activities. The last group is the one I like to call the lost sheep. They are the ones who are on a retention list every year. We call them and they say the check is in the mail, but several weeks later we need to call them again. They are usually reluctant to pay their dues, have several excuses, and will probably be on the retention list next year too. Many councils consider these members to be a lost cause and eventually are suspended because they are just dead weight. Wouldn't it be nice if we could get these members out of the lost sheep category and into one of the other categories? How can we activate our lost sheep? Councils feel that if they put on programs, have a newsletter, use emails and Facebook, and the member does not get involved, it's the member's fault. That is totally false. We need the members more than they need us. It is the council's responsibility to know the pulse of the members and give them the programs and activities that they want. Giving them what they want to do, and they will not only get active, but they will bring in friends and relatives into the council, and the council will thrive and grow. It all starts with the right caller attitude. The caller needs to start by asking himself, why did I originally join the Knights? What do I personally get out of being a Knight? And what have I been able to give as a Knight? He can then speak from personal experience and speak sincerely, brother to brother. The caller also needs to be properly prepared so that he can talk intelligently with the member. He needs to know the events the council is participating in and the charities that are benefiting from the events. He should know how much was donated to each charity and what services were being provided. He should be able to explain the benefits as a member through the brochure number 2773 from Supreme. He should know how to handle special situations like non-Catholicity, physically unable to work, policies regarding felony charges, and all of these are found in the retention guide available in the state website. If he does not know the answer to a problem, he should find out and get back with the member. As the conversation continues, excuses will arise and a caller will need to answer to those excuses. No time, not interested, really means you aren't doing the programs I am interested in. Ask what programs you would like to see. Don't expect an immediate answer, but let the member know the council is open to starting new programs that their membership wants. Hardship. No member should be suspended for financial reasons. If this situation arises, explain it to the caller that he will be contacted by the Grand Knight. Tell him that he can pay whatever he can when he can. Meanwhile, he may want to get involved more with some of the council activities. Once he gets back on his feet, he may be more responsive to being an active member. Closed church or building. Many councils are being faced with closed churches or councils losing their building. This can be a very stressful time for a council and the membership. Sometimes it is very personal. Explain that the council needs all the members' support during this sensitive transition. Quite often, after relocation, a council experiences a surge in new programs and membership. Ask if the member could support the council for 1 year just to see how it goes. Any member lost during these transitions should be contacted 1 year later in an effort to try to reinstate them in the council. Members move or are relocated. If a member moves to another city or state, ask him to pay his dues to keep his years of service. We can work with him to find a council to his liking in his new area. No longer wants to be a Knight. Ask him if he believes in the principles of the Knights of Columbus. If so, he may want to consider it as a charitable contribution to a worthy cause. Explain all the benefits that he will still be getting as a knight. Leaving a message. Most phone calls will end up being a message on the member's voicemail. The message should be that you want to talk to him about the things that are going on at the council. If and when he returns the call, start with the calendar of events and work into asking if he received his dues notice. When all else fails, do not accept no. Ask him to pray on his decision and give him a date that the suspensions will be mailed to Supreme. As the phone calls are being made to the membership, the Retention Committee Chairman will keep the Grand Knight informed on the progress of the Retention Committee. He will review the worksheets with the Grand Knight. The Grand Knight will set up a meeting with the District Deputy to review the actions of the Retention Committee and, as a group, assess their next steps. This may include home visits, contacting the insurance agent for help, identifying hardship cases, and recommending member suspensions. When the Supreme Council receives the intent to retain notice, they send the State Retention Director and District Deputy what they call a conservation list. It's a list of the names of the members in danger of being suspended. A District Deputy will review the conservation list with the Grand Knight. Conservation list shows age and years of service of each member. It is important to look for any patterns that may exist. Are most of the delinquent members older, younger? Are they longtime members or newer members? Any pattern may be a telltale sign that the council may not be providing what these members want or expect. Does the council need more programs for either of these categories to keep these members in the future? Can we get these members back if the programs are developed that target any of these areas? Another concern are the honorary and honorary life members. Are these members close to being honorary life? If so, they should be given special attention. Another major concern is accurate and current membership contact information. The State Retention Director has paid for search mechanisms on the internet to get current information. Contact him and he will do everything he can to help you. Are they insurance members? If so, the insurance agent should contact these members and let them know how their benefits will change if they lose their active membership status. All of these things can be very helpful, not only retaining your current membership, but retaining a strong membership in the future. Your district deputy and state retention director are eager to help you, but it starts and ultimately ends with you. After every effort has been made to retain these members by the council, in conjunction with the district deputy and the state retention director, the delinquent members can be suspended 60 to 90 days after the intent to suspend forms were received by Supreme. The council can send a Form 100 to Supreme Council Membership Records Department to suspend the members. If the Form 100 is not sent to Supreme within the 60 to 90 day period after the intent to suspend forms were received by Supreme, the member will not be suspended and the suspension process needs to be started from the beginning. Thank you for all you do for your church, your community, and the Knights of Columbus. If you have any further questions or concerns, contact your district deputy or me, Steve Jasek, your state membership retention director. Again, thank you and vive